Well, so it was great closure to the regular season, and how we've been the last few weeks, and just happy for Kamani to win on his last day, and Mar as well. Both those guys have really given everything they had. And Kamani getting the dunk at the end was fitting, and Marion didn't make the threes today, and it wasn't his night from distance. But man, did he play hard on defense, and 6 steals and 6 assists. So it did. Made winning plays, so it was good to see those guys play that way. The crowd was awesome. It was really lively environment, so we appreciate the fans coming out like they did today and supporting the guys, and so it was just a lot of fun to be a part of it.
It seemed like Mario had a rep every time that you guys needed something at that end. What is it about him that kind of allows him to do that?
I think it's his in his DNA to want to guard and want to defend, and he's got really good instincts, and he's played a lot of basketball, so he knows positionally where to be, and reading what the offense is trying to do, and making a calculated I guess you would say gamble, but he's in the right seams, and it's part of what we wanted to do. Really, we didn't want them to be able to take advantage of their size, and they're one of the tallest teams in the country to want to be aggressive at that end, and he really led the charge in that department.
How do you feel about your team going to Las Vegas?
I have tremendous belief in them, and we I think what we've been able to do is pretty remarkable considering where we were, and just how tough this league is, especially at the top this year. So I have a lot of confidence in what we're doing, and it doesn't guarantee us anything. We got to have a good week leading in, and but I talked to the guys, I think maybe after the Oregon sweep about winning every game, trying to win every game going in. The more we win, the less likelihood is that we'll find a way to lose. And we've been in different situations. We were up a lot in some games recently. This game was more of a back and forth, tighter game. So I think that's going to be helpful, because in postseason rarely do you just go in and hammer somebody. So I think it was better that we played this type of game.
Are you talking about patience you're showing on offense? Because just like the last game, the three-point shot wasn't falling, but nearly 40 points in the paint tonight.
Yes, and it was good driving closeouts. It wasn't only like Graham and Kamani, and it was our transition has been better. Our transition offense has been better, and multiple guys doing that. And we it's something that we talk about. We know how important not only scoring it but guarding the lane well. And I thought we did a very good job of that. The turnovers would be the only thing really that we, besides the 3-point shooting. And we had some clean looks that guys have made, and I think we'll continue to make, but just we got to tighten things up a little bit with the turnovers. I thought that was a bit of an issue tonight.
You could get Stanford again, I guess, in the first tournament game. So your thoughts about possibly playing the same team, back to back?
I mean, if anything, COVID's prepare us for that. I mean, we've had some of these scenarios already, like where we have to play the same team again. So it's I don't know who has the edge in those type of situations. I know that our guys felt like this was a game we should have won, and we handled our business and got it done, and we'll see who the opponent is on Wednesday.
You guys feel dangerous?
I mean, I don't know how you don't feel good about yourself now. And again, everyone's 0-0 and has a clean slate, as soon as all the games end today. So it's just who has the winning attitude, who really wants to advance, who makes the right plays, who executes, who defends. I think the one thing that I will say is our team has been very consistent on defense, regardless of what's happening at the other end of the floor. We've been holding teams in the 30s for a bunch of games. So if we keep guarding that way, then certainly we should have a good chance.
The last time played Stanford, they had 36 points in this game. Today they only had 16. What was the difference, you think, between then and now?
I just think it was just not fouling them, I guess, or that was. I think they had the same amount of field goals made in this game that they did in our last game, but so just not putting them on the line was the more significant point there.
Tournament too, that like you're saying, playing defense, but it's important to slow a team down because not getting blocks. I mean, so people get to conference tournaments, but your defense is more set to slow down these faster, some of the fast-paced offenses.
Yeah, I think we got hung up a little bit in our Arizona game of getting too much in that up and down. So there are certain opponents that, you know, you got to have good strategy and be more selective. But the Pac-12 gives you a bunch of different looks, teams that play different ways, different styles. So, you know, we've seen a lot of that. You know, we've seen really good rebounding teams, tall teams, slower teams. The last two games have been more deliberate offensive teams. And so you hopefully you've seen everything and you're prepared for whatever your opponent has.
A lot of times in your time at ASU, you've had to make a lot of threes to win a lot of games in the stretch. So how does it feel when you don't have to do that?
It's nice to have diversity to the offense and just being able to, you know, go through multiple guys. There's not as much pressure on all the guards to have to create everything because when we do get it to Kamani and Jalen Graham, they do a good job of, for the most part, of, you know, getting things done, scoring in the paint. And if now we're getting doubles, we're seeing teams double. That's how effective, you know, Jalen has been and Kamani. So that'll be something in our preparation if it is Stanford again, that we would have a little more expectation to see doubles, which we haven't seen a lot of in the post. So I think it's been the emergence of those guys and what they bring that has helped us.
Carolina Duke at 4, so you're out.
Thanks, guys.